while I was incarcerated, I decided to give my life to the Lord. I know you hear a lot about jailhouse religion, but I had reached that place in my life where, I knew that I had to do something different. And nothing was going to change if something didn't change. And so, I dove into the Bible. I studied it with intensity. I read the verse about, learn of me, for I'm meek and lowly in heart, and you'll find rest. And I wanted that rest. And so I attacked the Bible. I studied it, and it became a part of my everyday life. And the time that I spent in prison, it was 6 years, and in a way, I'm thankful for that time, because if I'd gotten out sooner, it may not have been such a major part of my life. And I had made Christ a part of my life every day. And it prepared me for when I got out. And when I got out, I went to a halfway house, and there was its own set of challenges there. There was drugs, just that whole element that I was trying to avoid. When I met Cynthia at the Kentucky River Foothills, that program was set the stage really to change my life. She set me in motion and set me on a path that helped me overcome the obstacles that I had put in front of me when I was in my addiction. You're out there neglecting your responsibilities, getting high, doing the things that only relate to you. And when you do want to make that change, you have these walls in front of you. And that program has helped me break down those walls, and it's helped me move forward in my life in a way that I probably could not have done by myself. And I live my life every day knowing that help came because, the Lord was looking out for me. And I feel like He, arranged that meeting with this program because the earnestness of my heart, and He knows that I'm going to help other people. And thankfully, I'm able to do that through a program that I got introduced to, which is Enrich. And I help, with the construction and some of the cleanup and some of the projects that they need. And I do that all with that in mind, that I'm helping the guy that may be coming behind me that needs the help. And I do that earnestly, and I do it because everybody needs that help. And the help that I got through this program has just been life-changing. And I'm just grateful to God for the people and the opportunity to maybe help the next person. The support and services that I received from the program the support actually was more encouragement as far as that goes, and just the people believing in me and taking that day-to-day walk with me, being available when I needed them. The counselors that work with you and come to the place, they're really encouragement, and they give you the confidence that you can overcome the things, that you're not alone, because sometimes you feel like you're alone, especially in the life that we live. And as far as the services are concerned, them helping me with my rent, they got me, in an apartment. I had to put in the footwork. It wasn't necessarily a handout so much as a hand up. Every step that I took to help myself, they were there to help me along the way. And it wasn't just, we're going to do this for you. It's like, we're going to do this together. And that made me feel better about accepting the help, because I didn't feel like I was just a helpless person. I felt like I was someone that needed help, and they were there to help me. And, the money that they helped me with the rent has helped me get a vehicle, because that money got freed up that I didn't have to necessarily have in the beginning. So I've got me a vehicle, I've got my apartment furnished. My life is on solid ground. I've been introduced to some amazing people, through this program that I can actually give back to the community. And it's really changed the whole course of my life. And I can say that, for anyone that's wanting to change their lives, they'll just reach out for help. It's there. But you have to make that step, and you have to get to that place where you're ready for change. One of my biggest goals was to give back. When you receive the help that I've received, you have this desire to want to pay it forward and give back to the community. And that's how I got involved with the Enrich program. There's some great people that are involved with the program, Curtis and Dan and India. And the mission that they have to give back to the community, especially the community where I'm from, it resonated with me. And while I didn't want to come back here to begin with, the Lord had other plans for my life. And I feel like, this Enrich program is going to give me a chance to get back to the place that I took so much from. The Enrich program is dedicated to helping people from this community. And it's just something that I want to be involved with from start to finish, from the construction phase to the volunteering phase, to maybe just counseling somebody and saying, you can do this. It's tough right now, but there's people here to help you. And the same thing that I received, I just want to give it back. And the Enrich program is going to be that place that I can do that. And I'm grateful for that, because, sometimes people just need a hand. And you know that somebody cares. And the biggest thing is, you just have to be ready yourself. Because nobody can help you unless you're ready to help yourself. And when you get to that place, then there is help. And I've learned that through these programs. The experience with the program has changed my outlook as far as, people like me that's lived a life of addiction. You kind of isolate yourself from people, and you kind of feel like you're not good enough to be around successful people. And the kindness that was shown to me helped to break down that stereotype. It made me feel like, there are people that care about people in my situation. And just the open, honest, and just genuine care that those people showed, it's powerful, And the goals that I have for my life, now that I've received this blessing, is just to always look out for the next guy. Because sadly enough, there is addiction in the world, and there are people that are imprisoned by it. They don't know how to change because of the obstacles they've placed in their life. And this program is one of those things that can change somebody's life, and then that person can change the next person's life, and that seed will just bear fruit for all time if it's done the right way. The message I'd like to give to someone that's struggling with addiction is, you have to get to a point you've had enough. And when you get to that point you've had enough, you can't be ashamed to reach out and ask for help. You have to want it. And you have to want it for people other than yourself. Because it's not necessarily about you. It's about the people that you've hurt along the way, and the people that you can bless along the way. And when you get to that point, don't be afraid to ask for help, because it's there. And not only can you change your life, but you can change the lives of the people around you. And that's more important than anything, because in order for that good deed to keep going, you have to love your fellow man, and you have to care about somebody other than yourself. And that's where the true healing starts. When you start looking at the next guy that may be coming behind you that needs the help, and everything you do, you start to do for that person, because he's going to need it, just like you're going to.